Maruschka and the 12 Moons. A long time ago, there was a girl called Maruschka who lived in a small village. She lived with her stepmother and her stepsister. Maruschka was a very beautiful and kind girl. Her stepmother and her stepsister were very envious of her, and so made her do all the chores, from cleaning the house and washing laundry, to preparing meals, milking cows, and collecting the firewood. However, Maruschka never complained and completed all the chores silently every day. One day, in the end of the year, an official letter from the king was sent to everyone in the country. In the letter, it said, "My dearest daughter is suffering from an extremely terrible disease. She said that she wants to see violet flowers. If anyone can find some violet flowers for her, I will reward you with a basket full of gold coins." When the stepmother and the stepsister read it, they quickly called Maruschka over. "Maruschka, go look for violet flowers for the princess."
"What? But it is winter right now. Violets are only found in spring." "Maruschka, don't argue, and just follow what we say. Go look for the flower."
"I am not going to let you back in the house until you bring back the flowers." They gave Maruschka a small basket and kicked her out of the house. It was snowing heavily outside. In the freezing cold, Maruschka trudged along through the forest alone. As time passed by, snow and wind got heavier, and by the time the sun had set, she could barely see her front from the snowstorm.
"Ah, it's so cold. Please, someone, help me."
Maruschka was very tired, and eventually her knees touched the snow as she collapsed on the ground. Then she heard someone's voice in the chilly gust of wind. She looked up to see if someone was there and spotted a dim light between the trees in the distance. Maruschka headed for the faint light and advanced deeper into the forest as she struggled and walked through heavy snow. There was a big bonfire when she got there. There were several men happily chatting, sitting on a stump of tree, forming a circle around the bonfire. There were 12 of them altogether, young men and small boys, even a very old guy who grew white beard. A group of varying age men was all sitting around the fire to warm themselves.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you please let me sit near the fire?"
Maruschka spoke to one of them. Then, the young man who had been asked looked very surprised. "Eh? Can you see us?"
Yes.
There was a general stir as she responded to the man. Maruschka was very confused. Then an old man with white beard stood up.
Well,
Come over here. You can warm up your body on this side. He kindly beckoned her over. Maruschka put her hands out near the fire, and her fingers that were cold as an ice slowly began to warm up. But why did you come to the forest in this snowstorm during the nighttime?
I came here to look for violet flowers.
Maruschka explained the men why she had been looking for the flowers. Oh, I see why.
Yes, I must bring home violet flowers. Otherwise, they won't let me in the house.
She covered her face with her hands and drooped her head. Then, the young man who had been listening to her suggested, "The 12 moon. Please let me borrow the stick. I want to help Maruschka out."
Fine. We will help you out just once.
The old man pulled out a big stick from somewhere and passed it to the young man.
What is happening?
We are fairies who control the 12 months of the year. So now I'm going to change the season to spring for a very short period. He swung the stick high up in the air. Then suddenly, the bonfire flame flared up higher. The flame warmed up the surroundings, melted the snow, and aroused the leaves of the trees that had been sleeping. Instantly, the surroundings had turned into a beautiful forest in spring. Go, Maruschka. Go look for the flower. It should be somewhere nearby.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Like the young man told her, she found a lot of beautiful violet flowers by the foot of the trees nearby. Maruschka picked them until the basket became full.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But why are you so kind to me?
To be honest, I knew about you. Every year when the spring comes, you talked very friendly to birds and plants. They are my friends, so I'm returning you the act of kindness. As he said that, he placed a violet flower in her hair. Well, you should go home now. We have to change back the season to winter again soon.
Yes, okay. I will never ever forget about you all.
Maruschka turned her head around many times to the fairies as she left the place. When she got home, her stepmother and stepsister were very surprised to see the basket full of flowers. Where did you find this many violet flowers?
In the deep area of the forest. Kind people helped me find it.
Hey, Mom, maybe if we take more flowers to the castle, they will give us more gold coins as a reward. That's right. We should go look for more before someone else takes it.
Oh no, wait.
Maruschka's stepmother and stepsister didn't hear her at all and jumped out of the house holding many baskets. Maruschka waited for the two at home. However, they did not return home, even in the next morning. That day, Maruschka went to the castle with a basket full of flowers of violet. The king was very happy, and he rewarded her with lots of gold coins as promised. However, on the way home, Maruschka had given out all the gold coins to poor people. Her heart was fulfilled with happiness. She walked back to her house, joyfully and cheerfully.